What is going on, brothers and sisters? Eric Rosen here again. So I'm your internal strength coach, right? And I'm here to help you overcome your greatest challenges so you can shine your brightest fucking light. So the deal is still the same, giving away the free 30-minute consultations for coaching, also offering personal training. I'm certified transformational nutrition coach and certified personal trainer. If you guys or someone you know is interested and is like, hey, give this weirdo a shot, you know where to find me. So the topic that I actually wanted to cover with you this evening is about gratitude. I thought it would actually be a really good thing to couple with what we talked about yesterday, which was how do you want your life to look. And my feeling is that, it's kind of like, almost like a seesaw that, that's like tipped to one side if you're just only looking at, what you want in your life, but you're also not being grateful for what you do have. And I think here in America, we have all kinds of, just awesome amenities. I mean, I don't know why this example came to me, but like fucking Uber Eats, like places that didn't even you could never get delivered to your home, and now all of a sudden you can get an Uber driver to deliver food to your house. I mean, we're so much better off. We have so many things to be grateful for, outside of, how far we've come as a civilization, but then also, other undeveloped countries. So, just being grateful for even the simplest of life's pleasures. I mean, this lake behind me, I'm grateful for that lake, or, even just the fucking sun being out and not being that hot, right? I mean, I guess it was kind of hot today, but the thing is that if you're not practicing gratitude, and you're always kind of looking at what you don't have, it can almost become like a little bit of a monster, kind of like a bottomless pit. You keep feeding the monster and it just never gets its appetite satiated, it just keeps wanting to eat. I mean, this can show up in all types of areas of your life. It can show up with your money. It can show up with, food is another thing. Some people overeat. I seem to think that there's a lot of people in the fitness industry that are kind of chasing that white elephant, feeding the monster, where they're always trying to get more fit, but they're not really happy inside. So it's kind of just just these things of, trying to make yourself happy, without being grateful. There was one of my favorite jokes is actually from George Carlin. He said, trying to, buy shit is tape to make yourself happy is like trying to tape sandwiches all over your body when you're hungry. So, I had this image earlier of kind of like a monk, or like some Tibetan type thing. And I think the reason that I got that is because, a lot of those guys, they're so just self-fulfilled. They'll fast, they won't even eat. They might have a cup of water here and there. You just give them air and a quiet space to meditate, and they're zen as fuck. They really don't really need anything. So, I mean, I don't know what better example to set than, somebody who barely needs anything. And it's what the fuck makes you think that, getting more shit in your life is going to, fill that void, if you're not grateful for what you do have. So I also had this image earlier of a vase with flowers, it rolls off the table and it breaks, and someone comes in and it's this, I love this fucking vase, it's broken, oh my god, fucking sky's falling. And I think the reason that I got that is because there's a thing to be said about focusing on shit that's broken, shit that's just broke and not fucking working, rather than focusing on this shit in your life that's not working out, that may not be working out for a reason anyway, or something, maybe that vase broke for a reason, who the fuck knows, but it's, I mean, what do you focus on the good stuff. So the the real simple exercise that I do, and there's a variety of different ways to do this, is I just do a real simple gratitude journal. And essentially all that really is just whooping out a notebook and writing down 10 things that I'm grateful for. I don't wait till Thanksgiving or November for that matter to like write down my 10 things. I make an attempt to do it every single fucking day of the year. So the way I do it is it's not just like a writing exercise, like, oh, I just need to hurry up and write down my 10 things and just be done with it. It's also, I think, an exercise in actually feeling grateful for those things. So it's like, let something come to you that like gives you that warm and cozy feeling, and write that down and kind of feel that for a second and then move on to the next one. I mean, this is an exercise that really takes no more than 5 minutes. Really, there's no excuse like for not doing this. I mean, something this fucking simple like can really improve the quality of your life dramatically. I mean, just full disclosure, like I am like the king of like wanting like great things in my life, like always wanting more, and I will turn into like a fucking whiny bitch like if I stop being grateful for what I do have. I'll be irritable, it'll show up in my relationships, and my general life satisfaction just goes down. And so when I actually had a day like today where not only did I do the gratitude journal, but rather than focusing on like what I've been for the past few days, which is like, oh, I've got to do all this stuff, I've got to do all this shit, just being in the moment and just like being grateful, like, what, it's Labor Day, it's summertime, there's food in the fridge. I mean, excuse me, I'm like hanging off a tree branch. The real MVP for these videos is actually the people that come to the fucking park that think I'm talking to a tree but don't judge me for it. Or maybe they all judge me, whatever. But I ran out of like a couple of key items, like items that are in my diet on a regular basis that I eat every day, and I ran out of them, and I was going to make a special trip to the grocery store. I buy everything organic, which you should too. And the nearest grocery store I think is like 20-25 minutes away, so I was essentially going to take an hour out of my day to go pick up a few items when I'm actually going to be running errands tomorrow. I'm going to be right at the fucking grocery store, so I can just wait till tomorrow. So rather than just being like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, like I don't have my fucking celery, like my celery juice, we'll talk about that sometime. I was just like, what, fuck it, like I have food here, I have plenty of like good nutritious food here, like yeah, it's a staple in my diet, but I can do without it today. It's not that big of a deal. So another thing too is like, you making this a daily staple in your routine, but then also notice like when you're getting irritable. I mean, a great example, because I came up with it, is that like when you're driving in traffic and you get like pissed off, like the traffic jam or I'm late or this or that. It's like, well, number one, you have a car. A lot of people don't. It's like, number two, it's like, you're late to something, so that means that, you have a life, okay? You either have a job, you have an income, or you're trying to get somewhere to like probably connect with somebody, or, just do something you enjoy, hopefully. But, I mean, there's so many different ways to apply this principle, and, I think coupling that with what we talked about yesterday, which is simply just, how the fuck do you want your life to look? They really got to go hand in hand, because otherwise, you're always just going to be thirsty for more. So yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm trying to do a little bit more quick hitting videos. I thought the 20-minute one was a little bit too long, even though there was a lot of content. I want to try to like chop shit up a little bit more, get in and get out. I know everybody's got shit going on. I mean, even just trying to get out here to do a few minutes, on a video, like 10 minutes or whatever, is even hard, for me. Like, we've all got shit going on. Shit's tough everywhere. So, but, to wrap up, coaching, personal training, it's available. Last thing I want to say about that too is that, You know, I get on here and I kind of expose, you know, like these vulnerabilities and that, and it just kind of got me thinking about like the coaching. And you know, my kind of take on it is, it's like when someone like, you know, like looks at me, it's like, you know, do you want to hire somebody that is like realistic? And it's like, you know, we're all students, we're all teachers, right? Like we're all like able to like learn from each other and teach each other stuff. Or do you want to like go to like the guy that's like the self-professed guru? Like, I'm not saying like I don't think I'd have a great talent for coaching. I absolutely do, but I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm not working through my own shit too. So, you know, that's part of the inspiration process, is to, you know, just connect with you guys and, you know, let you know and hopefully inspire you to see, you know, sharing that, just how can you look at your own life and see what's going on. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you tomorrow. And tomorrow we're actually going to go with trying to like tie the whole, you know, like law of attraction manifestation process. We'll get into that tomorrow, kind of a cliffhanger on how you can take this process of gratitude and then how do you want your life to look, and actually apply it in a little bit more of an actionable fashion. I mean, these are all action items, but you can take it a step further. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your Labor Day. Back to work tomorrow. See you guys.